And good evening, hockey fans in Newfoundland and Labrador, across Canada and around the world via the internet. We welcome you once again inside the Hodder Memorial Recreation Complex in Deer Lake, Newfoundland and Labrador. We've got game number 2 of the Herder Memorial Trophy Championship Series between the Deer Lake Red Wings and the visiting Clarenville Caribous. Hi everybody, George Scott along with cameraman Mike Golding. Robert Golding not available tonight, unfortunately. His son is playing in a hockey tournament in Corner Brook. Initially thought he was going to be off last night and again tonight. They changed the schedule. We got a game tonight, so Robert's not available. But wow, what a game we had last night. Everybody still talking about it, still hyped up about it. Triple overtime before the Red Wings finally pulled it out. 3-2 victory. Finished just a few minutes before midnight last night. They're going to go back at it again. Two goaltenders who really stole the show last night. A.J. Whiffen for the Caribous and Brian Gillis for the Red Wings. Back in net again this evening. I expect, barring some sort of injury, they will be in net for all the games. Two of the best goaltenders we've had in senior hockey in the province over the last 10 years. Been some other good ones. These are near the top, and they're doing battle here this year in the Herder. So 1-0 game lead for the Deer Lake Red Wings. One big lineup change, and I do mean a big lineup change for Clarenville Caribous. Justin Pender back in the lineup. He'll be on the blue line for the Caribous. People are familiar with Justin Pender, I'm sure. Big presence. Not a lot of other changes. Shane Dominey will be playing for the Caribous as well this evening. Did not play last night. We were wondering about the two Hines brothers, Michael and Brandon, both shaken up last night's game. Did not finish the game, neither one of them, but they came out, took the warm-up, and I believe they are good to go. Let's go to our public dress announcer. Chris Thomas, the overtime hero last night, got the winning goal. Premier of the province, Andrew Fury, here this evening, also the local MHA.
We now ask captains from both teams to come forward and join Premier Fury for a ceremonial puck drop.
And the Premier, this will be his last Herder puck drop. He will be resigning as soon as the Herder's getting a new leader. He was here last year as well.
At this time, I would like everyone to please rise if you are able to. Kindly remove your hats and join Candace Schroeder performing our national anthem.
Time for the national anthem, then we'll get underway with game 2.
Oh, Canada.
I don't know if they can top last night's game. It's going to be tough. That was one of the best games of senior hockey we've seen here in the province in a long, long time. I've been calling games since 2010 here in the province and haven't seen a triple overtime until last night. And talking to some people who've been involved in senior hockey longer than I have, and this is the first time they can remember seeing it as well. And such a well-played game by both teams. So it certainly set the tone for what should be a great series. St. John's Senior Caps won the Herder last year, so we will have a new champion this year, and we are underway here in game number 2. Robinson to the other side. Earl takes it off the boards, backhands it in, offside. Quickly, just 9 seconds into the opening period. See some of the big crowd on hand. Full house again tonight. Third straight trip to the Herder for the Red Wings. They lost the last 2, but they have intentions on going a lot further with it this year. They lost in 4 straight to St. John's last year. Lost in 5 games to the Southern Shore the year before. Earl stole it down in the corner. Tried to throw it in front. Picked off by Sims. Up ahead it comes to Hines. Hines gets pushed off the puck. Shot back in by Robinson. Sims behind the net to Gillard. Along the boards. Red Wings come up with it. Sims up through the middle, gets to center, rips it in. Easy blocker save by Whiffen. He directs it into the corner. Both teams get in a change. Robinson off the boards. Good pass for Leonard. Leonard's got some speed down the left side. Takes it in deep. Shot went in behind the net. Came all the way out to center. Jordan Marr with a shot that goes wide. Missed short side. Quick pace to start. Semple down in over the blue line. He's got Leonard with him. Leonard backhands it through the crease. Comes to the other side. That hit the outside of the net. Evans with the shot. Still down in the corner. Players pile in down there. Puck comes out. Red Wings have it. Robinson threw it in front. Tip wide. Lucas Robinson waited. Great patience. Here's McKay. Centers it. Can't shoot it. Still with it. That shot hit somebody in front. Cody Drover. Turning along the boards. Gets himself free. Drover in around behind the net. He goes down. Back up quickly. Puck goes to the boards. Pender looking for it. Myers got it. Pender took it away. To Semple. Ryan Semple got the center, flipped it in. Both teams again will sneak in a change. Josh Day down in behind the net. Red Wings on it first. It's Riley Main. Big hit down in the corner. Went off McKay into the Caribous bench. We get another whistle. Great pace to start this one. Farrell, who played defense last night and played great on the back end for Clarenville, moved up to the forward line for this game. Brandon Hines working along the boards. Hutchings comes in and gets it for the Caribous. Can't get it out. Hines got it, shoots it back in. Whiffen stops it behind the net. Leaves it back there for Lucas Gooby. Comes to the side of the net. Caribous on it. Can't get it out. Back in the corner it goes. Hines fed it out in front, went by everybody, and Sims has got to go all the way back into his own end to get it. Steven Sims. Long pass up through the middle. Langdon tried to knock it down. Hedges moved it up to the blue line. Hedges with it. Robinson. Hedges. Red Wings come up with it, get it in over the blue line, no further. Gillard picked that off. Played in off the boards. Red Wing player knocked down in the slot area. It was Riley Main. No, that was Michael Hines, rather. Two of them wearing the full face masks. And the fans got on the refs early. I don't know if you picked that one up. Someone right behind us suggested they open their eyes. Down the boards. Reed into the middle. Finds Daw. Daw circling the net. Adam Daw's hit shot comes in wide. Hedges holds it in over at the right point. Will come out. Hedges retreating. Get much on that pass. Robinson turns, shoots it in. It's caught by Gillis, and he'll hold it with Kevin Reed right there in front of him. Caribous headed. Thomas couldn't get it out. Kept in by Oford. Pinching in. That was Robinson. Sorry, Evans who took that shot. Number 2. Stopped by Gillis. Grushi out there with Marr and Drover again. That's the pickup line. 3 of the 4 players that they were able to add. They played together last night, had a strong game. Gillis has got that. He'll hold on. That shot goes over the top of the net. Held in by Gooby. Along the boards. Day plays it behind the net. Good forecheck here by the Caribous. Keeping the Red Wings pinned in. Now it's cleared out to center. Dominy, who did not play in last night's game, out there for Clarenville. Ooh, that came off the paddle of Gillis' stick. He didn't get the trapper down on it right away. It hit a little bit of English on it. Spun off the paddle. He missed it. Referee blew the whistle. Just something we didn't see much of last night. Little scrums after the whistle. Very cleanly played game last night. Shot in from the point by Hedges. Gillis has got that. Played almost 6 minutes of the opening period. No score. Last night, Clarenville jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first period. Red Wings chipped away. Got one in the second, one in the third, and then we went to that triple overtime. Again, kept in, shot right on goal, kicked away by Gillis, comes to the boards. Hedges got to it, but it goes up into the Red Wings bench. Faceoff's going to come back inside the Deer Lake end. back in behind the Deer Lake net. Anderson couldn't get to it. Earl back at the point. Robinson put it towards the net, hoping for a deflection. Didn't get one. Puck is dumped in right on the Whiffen. Clear it to the boards. Thomas got there first. Back at the point. Robinson with a shot. Came off the end boards right out in front. Then cleared away. Hedges on it. Gets it to Earl. Earl couldn't get away. Stephen Gillard winding up. Gillard gets rid of it. Oh, nice play by Robinson. He went between the legs, got himself free, got the puck in over the blue line. The Robinson brothers, one on each team. Kyle for Clarenville and Lucas for Deer Lake. Again, looking for the deflection. That was Evans. Drover gets in, shoots it in on net. Whiffen gives it to Evans. Pender. Justin Pender gets it ahead. Keating, he'll dump it in, and Keating with a burst of speed in on the forecheck. Keating's got it. Backhands it into the corner. On it first, Keegan Hines. Cleared out by the Red Wings. This will go all the way down the ice. It'll be an icing call. 12:15 to go, first period. Chances both sides, but in the last couple of shifts, give the edge to the Caribous. A little more time down to our left. Way down to our left. As we are not quite in the corner of the rink, but not far from it. Right across from the face-off dot in the Clarenville end. Tough to see down the other end at times. Puck bouncing. Rushi couldn't get free. Puck is shot in. Gillis out to play it. Robinson up at the blue line. Rushi will shoot it in. He'll head to the bench. Evans. Come cross ice to Olford. Couple of good passes. Leonard with a shot, put it wide. Great breakout that time by the Caribous. Two quick passes, hard passes, were accepted. Led to a good scoring chance. And that's going to be icing. Fans don't like it, but yeah, the Caribou player was there half a stride ahead. That one we had a good look at right in front of us. Hedges moves it ahead to Chad Earl. Earl pass across for Reed, and look out as that goes quickly up into the crowd. Here's Hedges. Back in it goes. Long stretch pass. Thomas lays it off. Thomas gets it back. Oh, what a save by Whiffen. Great play between Thomas and Riley Main. They worked the give and go perfectly. Thomas still standing there wondering why he didn't score. That is what we saw last night. Looked like a shore goal, and A.J. Whiffen somehow pushed right to left to make the save. Thomas holds it in. Back at the point, shot comes in off a stick. Up into the mesh and out of play. Crowd still buzzing over that save by A.J. Whiffen. Right out in front, puck was bouncing. Thomas couldn't get a stick on that. He had another great chance. It's Thomas back in his own end. Set up to Robinson, quickly across. Shot, another save by Whiffen, a little easier that time. Off the stick of Johnny Anderson. Wholesale changes, both sides. Almost at the halfway mark here in the first period, 10-12. Face-off win. McKay with a shot, hit some traffic in front, didn't get through, went to the corner, back up along the boards. Coffey has it. Coffey lifts it in behind the net. Smith looking for it. Goes to the other side. Coffey tried to play it back for Josh Day. Got by him. Now McKay, be careful. Watched by Farrell. Turns it over. Chance for the Caribous. Shot went in behind the net. McKay having trouble again behind the net. Caribous get it out in front. Cleared away by the Red Wings, and they will get it out down the ice. This one will not be enough for icing. Dominy. That pass a little bit too hard. Gillard has it. Dominy. Shot in. Gillis leaves it there. Sims. Gruchy dumps it in. Whiffen out to play it. Picked off over there. Drover tried to give it back to Gruchy. Good pinch in by Gillard. Drover to Gruchy. Back at the point. Gillard with a shot. Scores! Think that was deflected in front. Not sure. Gillard heading to the bench first. He may have been the goal scorer. Will come back to Gillard at the point. He'll shoot it towards the net. I don't think it was deflected. I think AJ just missed it. A rear miss. One to nothing for the home side. Earl up there for the Caribous. Keeps it down in deep. That will go out of play. Crowd reacts to the announcement of the goal. Cleared out by the Red Wings down the ice. Daw back to get it. Leaves it behind the net for Robinson. Kyle Robinson. Long shot in by Reed. Ends up on the stick of Riley Main. He's stopped. Just onside. They try and drop it back to get it to Brandon Hines. Pass was in his skates. Langdon with it. Langdon circling the net. Holding it. Played it back to the point. Nobody there. Expected the defenseman to be back at the left point, but he snuck in a little bit. Brandon Hines was heading there, but pass came out. Reed with it. Reed in over the blue line. Reed can't get the shot away. Had a stick tied up by Langdon. Right in front of the goal. Taken away. That's dumped in. There's Drover giving chase. Puck comes back in behind the Clarenville net. Evans Leonard in over the blue line. Was looking for Oford. Red Wings got a stick on that. Leonard plays it behind the net. Jordan Murr. McKay, Lucas McKay, the defenseman, and that's offside. Promising looking rush. Nullified by the offside. 6:46 to go, first period, 1-0 Red Wings. Lead the series 1-0. Hutchings will clear it down deep into Red Wing territory. Go into forecheck. McKay goes down. Puck comes loose. Caribous have it. But again, pushed to the boards. Finally, it comes loose. Played it around behind the net. Anderson gets it out. That's picked off, and back come the Caribous. Not much room out there. Dominique. Up to Gooby. Gooby almost lost it. Goes in behind the net. Red Wings are on it. Throw it out in front. Nobody there. Big pile up behind the net. Away with it comes Mason Reed. Reed flipped it in front. Reed's got it again. He gets knocked off the puck by Langdon. Red Wings with a chance to move it out. They do. Langdon couldn't move on it. Tight checking right now. Pender. Robinson. Robinson slowly through center. Lifts it in just wide of the goal. Gillis left it for Gillard. And the long pass up ahead for Marr. Jordan Marr trying to sneak in. Cut off by Pender. Threw it in front. Rattles around. Player crashed the net. That was Cody Drover. Ran into A.J. Whiffen. The whistle goes. See Jordan Marr do that a lot. He likes to sneak up around the opposing team's blue line. Look for that long stretch pass. They got it to him that time. Cody Drover was knocked down and went crashing into A.J. Whiffen. Couple of natives of Grand Falls, Windsor. Drover and Whiffen. Kevin Reed. Got it in over the blue line. Earl went down. That'll go down the ice, and this one is going to be icing against the Red Wings. Under 5 to play, first period. Stephen Gillard, the only goal of the game. Games continue in Clarenville next weekend. It's a 2-3-2 format. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, if necessary. Just can't see this one ending in 4. Pender. Earl kept it in. Robinson with his shot. That was knocked down in front. Did not get through to the goaltender. And then Lucas Robinson plays it to the other side. Pender backhands it in. In behind the net. Mason Reed knocked off his stick. And it'll come out. Pender shoots it in. Gillis out to play it. Stops it behind the net. Leaves it for Gillard. Gillard reverses it along the boards. Hines in looking for it. Anderson. Thomas is out in front. Couldn't get him the puck. It's tipped and goes between the two defensemen. Ryan Smith back with it. Leonard. Evans knocked down Michael Hines. Leonard breaking towards the goal. It's up in behind. Leonard's got it again. Fed it into the crease. Backhand did not get through to the goaltender. Hedges gets a stick on it. Keeps it in for the Caribous. Shot right on goal from the boards. Gillis has it. Hangs on. Well, we've got a moment. I want to say a quick hello to all the folks back in Grand Falls, Windsor at the Terrace Pub. They've got the game on the big screen there. Hope you're enjoying it. It's been a dandy. Hedges back in his own end. Gives it to Robinson. Kyle Robinson. He lost it. And Langdon couldn't bring it in. Go the other way again. Mason Reed behind the net. Hit the back of the net. Stays there. Up along the boards again. Hedges pinching in. Holds it in. Langdon dumps it in. Squirts loose. And away with it comes Mason Reed. He gave it up to Farrell. Back for Robinson, a shot right on goal. Big save made by Gillis. And the Red Wings clear it. Hutchings goes to the bench for Clarenville, holding his left arm. Now we've got a penalty coming up. Touched up by the Caribous. Slash. It's going to be Evans going to the penalty box. First penalty of the game, power play for the Red Wings. .208 to go in the period, 2-minute power play. Red Wings win the face-off. Robinson. Marr with a shot. Whiffin's got that. No rebound.
2 minutes for slashing. Time penalty 17:52. That's Evans. 2 minutes slashing at 17:52.
Caribous won the face-off but couldn't get it out. Lucas Robinson holds it in. Robinson centers it. Shot right on goal. Knocked down. There's a rebound there. Caribous have it. Kevin Reed. To Daw. Daw holding it down in the corner as long as he can, trying to kill some time. Marr to Robinson. McKay forced back behind his net. Marr. Jordan Marr will bring it in. Working against Hedges. Stops up along the boards. Back at the point. Robinson. Back to Marr. Tried to make the pass over to McKay. It's picked off. Here's Kevin Reed. Short-handed. Reed working against Robinson. A good shot away, but missed short side. Under a minute to go in the power play. You get the announcement. A minute to go in the period. Hines. Sorry, Gillard. Mistake. Offside. 48.7 to go in the period. 41 to go in the power play. Robinson gets it out, knocked down by Hines. Hines brings it in. Pass picked off by Dominy. He'll clear it out. Gillard with it. It's 20 seconds to go in the period. So far, Red Wings with the one shot on net. Maine plays it back to Hines. Up top, Gillard. Back to Hines. That's tipped and goes out of play. Faceoff will stay in the Clarenville end with 9.1 seconds to go in the period. Just one tick on the clock left in the power play. Faceoff win. Power play's over. Shot in wide of the goal. Whiffen's got it. 3.1. Still time. Hines with a shot. That just missed. Not sure Whiffen really saw it, but it went wide. And that'll do it. First period is done. 1-0 for the Deer Lake Red Wings, and a goal by Stephen Gillard. Shots on goal, 10-7 in favor of the Caribous in that first period. Again, Brian Gillis and A.J. Whiffen with strong opening periods. So as the players head off to their dressing rooms, we will take a break here on our coverage and come back with period number 2 in game 2. Deer Lake lead the series 1-0. That triple overtime goal last night. All right, you're watching the 2025 Herder Memorial Trophy Championship Series from the Hodder Memorial Recreation Complex in Deer Lake here on AO.live. Back in a few minutes, everyone. And just before the second period gets underway, I want to send out the best wishes and thoughts to senior hockey official, HNL official Tim Lush here from Deer Lake in hospital dealing with some medical issues. Some of his friends here at the Hodder asked me to pass along their best wishes to Tim. So Tim, your buddies are thinking of you here at the Hodder. Wishing you all the best. All right, teams are back out. Still got over a minute to go on the intermission clock. You see it ticking away up there, minute 15. One to nothing after 20 minutes of play. Goal by Stephen Gillard. Just the one penalty in the first period came late in the first. Went to Clarenville. Deer Lake unable to take advantage of their power play opportunity. Everybody's ready, but the clock continues to tick down. So he's just kind of standing around out there. Anxious to get going. All right, here we go. Clarenville control it from the faceoff. Shot in by Reed. Gillis out to play it hard around the boards. Kept in by Hedges. Drover across. And Marr gives it back to Drover. Drover down the left side trying to track it down. Leaves it along the boards for Marr. Take it into the corner. Marr back at the point. Shot off the end boards. Still down in the Clarenville end and behind the goal. Hedges has got his man pinned to the boards. Grushi back to the point for Sims. Again, just puts it in behind the net. Reed comes up with it. Good outlet pass. Earl backhanded it to the left side. In behind the Deer Lake net it goes. Earl reaching for it along the boards. Couldn't get to it. Anderson chops it out. Here's Grushi. He's got Marr with him. Couldn't get the pass across. It was broken up by Pender. And the puck just trickles down to A.J. Whiffen. He'll cover it there. Played a minute 12 here in the second period. A couple of Red Wing players collided. Both went down. Hines and Anderson back up. Shot down the ice. It'll be an icing call against the Caribous.
Construction, Williams Building Supplies, Credit Union, and Young's Real Estate Appraisal. Thank you from the Red Wing.
Puck goes to the boards from the faceoff. Now down in the corner. Pender. Semple. Tried to make the pass through the middle. Came back to him. Langdon knocked down Oford. Oak. Gets it out. Leonard played it back in. Semple couldn't touch it. Would have been offside. Oak plays it over to Brandon Hines. Hines flips it up through the middle. Langdon gets to it first. Langdon got a shot away. That went wide and up and out of play. Went off the Caribou defenseman stick. Evans. Face-off will stay in the Caribou's end. Not before both teams make some changes. Reed doesn't, well, now he'll get to it along the boards. Outlet pass quickly to Earl. Earl's got some room. Earl breaking in, shot. Stopped by Gillis. And then Gillard takes the rebound. For Maine. Maine lost it. Reed right in front. They score! Turnover down behind the net. Reed came up with it, got it to Adam Daw in front. And we are tied. Gillard, little trouble there. Reed took it away. You see Daw all alone in front. Little late getting back with Sims. No chance for Gillis. And surprise, surprise, folks, these two teams are tied. Talking to some folks from H&L, the executive, between periods. We get an icing call against the Red Wings. And I said, I think we may go to overtime again. There's just very little to choose between these two teams. Very, very evenly matched. We move the face off to the other side. Hutchings behind the net. Plays it back to the point. Robinson was shot. It was knocked down. Didn't get through. Changed direction. Away comes Cody Drover. Drover looking for Murr. Murr can't catch up to it. Whiffen has it. Kevin Reed, Chad Earl picking up assists on the Adam Daw goal. If you've been following the series, watching on Facebook, there's been a couple of great posts listing about the experience of some of these players. Some great graphics there showing where these guys have played. There's so much experience out there. Adam Daw spent some time with the Growlers. A lot of these guys have played in the Q. That shot by Leonard went wide. Played in Europe. Cody Drover played in the Q and professionally in Europe. And again, just go check it out. Oh, there's a hit along the boards. That's going to be a penalty. Back at the point. Pender lets it go. That goes wide. And ricochets all the way down the ice. Whiffen's gone to the bench for the extra attacker for the Caribous on the delayed penalty. They'll turn it over down in the corner, and Clarenville will go on the power play. Clear boarding call down in the corner. 2 for boarding. Here's the referee's indication, and I'll probably tell from my reaction that saw that one as a penalty. Hard hit into the boards. First power play for the Caribous. Pender up top. Shot in on goal. Great kick save by Gillis, and then he had to stop the rebound as well. Reed. Dump it in. Gillard getting in there. Adam Daw in there as well. Red Wings got it. Pender tried to knock it down with his glove. Langdon threw it out in front. That's picked off. Dahl come back the other way for the Caribous. Dahl in over the blue line. Watched by Gillard. That shot stopped by Sims. Pender. He'll get the return pass. Winds up and rips it. That hit the crossbar. Everybody was looking around. Hit the crossbar and went up and out of play. I wasn't sure. Frankly, Pender got so much on that I couldn't keep up with it. But I saw Gillis turn and tap the crossbar. Just went off the top of it. Gillis must have gotten a piece of it as well. Faceoff stays in. Pender coming close. That shot off a leg. Pender keeps it in. Semple. He come back. Robinson with a shot kicked away by Gillis. Anderson tied up Pender's stick, and the Red Wings are able to clear it. 40 seconds to go in the power play. They've had some chances. Leonard trying to break in, stopped by Robinson, plays it back to the point, over to Pender. Pender had it, that was Hedges. He's replaced Pender at the right point, had to go off his skate. Brought in by Semple. 20 seconds to go. For Leonard, back at the point. Comes here to Hedges. Hedges with a quick shot, that missed. Tapped in by Leonard. Robinson back to Leonard and along the goal line. Looking for Hedges, and it's put over the top of the net by Oford. 1 second to go in the power play. Good looking power play by the Caribous. Half a dozen good chances. Gillis coming up big. All right, we're back to 5-on-5. Off the glass, out. Quickly up through the middle. He'll bring it in. Farrell just avoided the hit from Sims. Drover. Cody Drover gets it out. He gets hit, loses it. Taken by Gooby. Gooby working with Gillard. Gillard took it away. Right out in front of the net it comes. Nobody can get a clean stick on it. Grushi to Sims. Marr, 2-on-1. Marr, Drover. Marr to Drover. Shoots. Scores! Cody Drover. Didn't get a whole lot on that shot. Seemed to fool A.J. Whiffen as it just stayed along the ice and slid under the pad. Here they break out. Here's Jordan Marr. He's got it. Gives it up to Drover. Usually it's the other way around. Drover with the shot. As you can see, it went through the 5-hole a little bit under that right pad of A.J. Whiffen. The Red Wings taking that 1-goal lead back. Puck goes up in the air right down below us. Talk about goaltender coming up big, making big saves. Gillis kept the Caribous off the scoreboard during that power play, and as soon as it expired, the next sequence, Caribous or the Red Wings come back and score, make it 2-1. Timely saves by Gillis. That shot by Earl stopped by Gillis. Reed up for Earl off his skate. Brought back in by Thomas. Michael Hines back to Thomas. Down into the corner. Comes back to Thomas. Robinson over this side. Smith holding, shooting. Stopped by Whiffen. Rebound is there. They bang away at it. Whiffen's got it, and the whistle goes. Earl, how simple that is. Earl puts on the brakes down in the corner, tried to feed it out in front. Hit somebody, went back to the boards. Leonard in there. Tough battle along the boards. Josh Day comes up with it. Moves it to McKay. McKay looking for Coffey. That's broken up. Oford backhanded it in. Oford tried to put a hit on McKay. Puck came loose. Day's got it. Knocked down at the blue line. Then it'll come out to center. Caribous send it back in. Gillis stops it behind the net. Leaves it for Lucas McKay. Drover. Avoided the hit from Oford. Got the puck down the ice. Maher on it. Maher with a shot. Stopped by Whiffen. Caribous bring it in. Leonard shot off the end boards. Sits there. Red Wings have it. Flip it up towards the blue line. Kept in nicely. Hines. That one off the skate of Sims. Over the other side. Robinson. Down into the corner. Oford plays it behind the net. Kept in. Shot right on goal, and Gillis will slow things down and hang on to it. Big hit along the boards. Keating stepped into Oak. Hines comes up with it. Keating's stick broke off. Got to head to the bench. Get himself a new twig. Langdon through the middle. Taken by Maine. Maine rings it around the boards. Robinson pinching in. Puck goes in behind the net. Keating couldn't get it out. Again, kept in by the Red Wings. Farrell with a shot off the left arm of Gillis, and behind the net, comes back to the point. They feed it in front. Backhand stop by Gillis. It squirts loose. Oak knocked the Caribou player down, and slow to get up is Patrick Farrell. He'll make his way to the bench to be replaced. Gillard going back, it was touched. No icing. Gillard had to be careful there. The two parts of the broken stick were right in behind the net. Managed to avoid them. Evans played it behind his net. Caribous will shoot it down the ice, but no icings. Came off the boards right to Gillis. Anderson. Head to Michael Hines. Michael Hines shoots. That was stopped by the defense. Rebounders there for Thomas. That hit somebody in front. Saw so much of that last night. Shots getting blocked. Players piling up in front of the goaltenders, protecting their net. Offside. Chris Thomas noticeably upset as he goes to the Red Wings players bench. Thought there should have been a penalty as he was hit down deep in the Caribous end. Past the halfway mark in regulation time, 9:07 to go in the second period, 2-1 for the Red Wings. Mara reaching for it, couldn't get to it. McKay back in his own end. Gives it to Day. Tipped in by Marr. Whiffen out to play it. Around the board, stopped up by Gruchy. Again, it goes up in the air, down into the Red Wings end. Josh Day back to get it. To McKay around the boards. Drover gets it out Down the ice. Leonard. Across to Oford. He'll play it in. Day back to get it. Stolen by Marr. Marr heading up the ice. Marr. Hedges trying to catch up to him. Hedges did a good job. No, he's going to get called for the penalty as he knocked the stick out of the hands of Jordan Marr. Actually, it was Hedges' stick that was lost, but a penalty coming up to Caribous. Good burst of speed by Jordan Marr created the penalty. Red Wings leading it 2-1, now with the man advantage. Red Wings will set it up. Sims, the left point, holding it. Gives it to Gillard. Back to Sims. Back to Gillard. Sims steps in, shoots it, rattled around, went just wide. So hit a couple of players. And the Caribous able to send it the length of the ice. Back to get it, Stephen Gillard. Gillard slowly to the blue line, gives it to Langdon. Over to Sims, that pass didn't connect. Caribous have it, and once again, Red Wings forced to go back deep in their own end to get it. It'll be Gillard again to try and start things off. Forced back, watched by Don, they give it away. Hines stole it. Red Wings get it back. And again it's stolen. And again it's stolen. Adam Daw 3 times. Trying to cut towards the goal. He'll get it on net. That's going to force a face-off in Red Wings end. What a shift for Adam Daw on the penalty kill. He picked off 3 passes. And eventually created a face-off in the Red Wings end. 49 seconds to go in their power play. Nothing yet. Face-off win for the Caribous. Pender goes back to get it. Just keep backing up. Gets around Drover, moves it up ahead. Red Wings won the initial face-off in the power play and had some possession. Didn't get any shot on goal. Running out of time, 25 seconds to go. Michael Hines around the boards. So Gruchy that was, rather, for Marr. McKay. McKay doesn't shoot it. Robinson's shot was blocked. Comes right back to McKay. Back to Robinson. Doesn't shoot it this time. Pender blocked the last one. Back up to McKay. Just 2 seconds to go. McKay shoots. Griffin got a piece of it and it goes up and out of play, and the penalty has expired. Great penalty kill by the Caribous. A couple of chances there late by the Red Wings. 6:07 to go here in the second. It's moving along fairly quickly. Puck goes into the corner. Around behind the net. Caribous have it. Reed. It's dumped in. Reed in there to forecheck. Sims got there first. Sims coming away for the Red Wings. Over to Thomas. Puck goes up in the air and it hits the ceiling. Semple gets it back to the point. Shot on goal. Gillis steers it into the corners. Smith went hard to the boards. Kept in by the Caribous. Robinson gets it behind the net. On the boards, Anderson, he's stopped. Keating comes up with it. Will Keating with a shot. That hit the goal post and came out. Gillis never saw it. It hit the post, came straight out. Semple on it. Watched by Michael Hines. Semple turns, shoots. Gillis saw that one and catches it. And Gillis goes over. A little tap to the post. Thank you very much. Caribous had a crossbar, a goal post, and a goal. Still trail it 2-1. Riley Main. Hines streaking in over the blue line. That's touched up, and that'll be an offside call as Caribou player got a stick on the puck, held it up just a little bit, put Hines offside. Stopped at center. Main couldn't advance it. Brought back in. Hutchings taken hard to the boards. Comes to the near boards. Oak on it first for Deer Lake. Gets it down the ice. Dominy back to get it. Shane Dominy. Pass at center. No further than that. Shot in by Robinson. Whiffen stops it behind the net. Tried to get it to Dominy. He does have it. Forced to get rid of it. Again, it hits somebody up. Or it hits the ceiling, rather. Faceoff stays in the Clarenville end. Meyer back to the point. Gillard with a shot. Blocker save made by Whiffen. Caribous bring it in. Hutchings behind the net. Right out in front, taken away by Grucci. To Drover. Cody Drover. Avoids a hit, keeps going. Drover with a shot on net. Whiffen had to make the stop. Pender. Around the boards. Sims pinching in. Kept it in. Thomas behind the net. Comes to the near boards. Caribous have it. Long stretch pass up ahead for Reed. That was taken smartly. Reed's got it. Shot blocked by Gillard. In behind the net. Farrell looking for it. Farrell's got it. Feeds in front. Oh my, what a save by Brian Gillis as he robs Kevin Reed. In the first period, we saw A.J. Whiffen make a similar sort of save. That looked like an empty net. Wow. I was getting ready for the goal call. Looked like he had the whole empty side of the net. Gillis flashed to the leather. Caribous maintained possession. Robinson right in front. Reed back to Robinson. Hines kicked it free, and then it's cleared down the ice by Thomas. And that will go for icing. Heads up, that goes into the crowd down to our left. Hopefully everybody's okay. There you see some of the big crowd that's on hand. as though everybody's all right. Let's hope that's the case. Brought in by the Caribous. Leonard off the boards, gets it back to the point. Knocked down in front. Still in. Robinson puts it in wide of the goal, comes to the corner, around the boards. Still not out. Finally, McKay will get it out. Quickly ahead, Brandon Hines. Offside, Langdon in half a step ahead of the play. These two teams not showing any after effect of that ridiculously long game last night. They are still flying. Pender gets it across. Evans gets it out. Down to Sims. Sims backing up in his own end. Earl knocks it out of the air. Earl's got it, turns, shoots. Gillis makes the save and pounces on the rebound. Face off to the right of Gillis. Hines against Reed. Reed needs to check to see if he still got his wallet after he was robbed by Gillis. Anderson to center. Sends it down deep into Caribou territory. Whiffing out to play it around the boards. Looking for Reed. Reed's got it. Reed quickly ahead. Daw to the other side. Gillard has it. Gillard around the boards. It'll come to Anderson. Anderson to an open wing. Taking it off the boards is Thomas. Thomas down the right side. Puts on the brakes. Nobody there where that pass was intended. Into the final minute here of the second period. Daw rounding the goal. He gets hit by Hines. Daw has it again. Right out in front. Chance for Earl, 2 shots. First one was blocked, second one stopped by Gillis. Evans, Caribou player, takes a high stick. That was Daw in front, penalty coming up. That shot, blocked by Thomas. Whiffin gone to the bench. They try and jam it in, touched up. The Caribous run the power play, high sticking, an obvious one down to the side of the Deer Lake goal. Red Wings win it. They're going to draw a penalty against the Caribous right off the face-off. Olford knocked the stick out of the hands of Riley Main. That'll even things up. Just seconds into the Caribous power play, they pick up a penalty. 12 seconds ran off before it was touched up, but the penalty occurred even earlier than that. So 4-on-4. 17 seconds to go in the period. Robinson Looking for Semple. Maine breaking in. Maine gets a shot away. Goes wide as he was tied up. Hit into the boards. Swiffen keeps the puck moving. Buzzer goes. Crowd calling for another penalty against the Caribous. No indication from the officials that one will be forthcoming. Players still in behind the Clarenville goal. Interesting configuration here at the Hodder where both teams' dressing rooms are down at the far end. Clarenville will exit to the right of the goal. Deer Lake will exit to the left. And the second period is over. We get the shots on goal.
28-18 in favor of the Clarenville Caribous.
Clarenville out shooting Deer Lake 28-18 officially. Red Wings lead it 2-1. Brian Gillis has been sensational. Big reason why the Red Wings still had the lead. We talked in our pregame last night, myself and Robert, about how one of the big changes for Deer Lake was picking up Brian Gillis, who played with them a number of years ago. And spent some time with the Cataracts as well, as we mentioned. He's won a Herder and an Allen Cup. He's a member of the Cataracts. Now back with the Red Wings, and he hasn't lost a step, despite the fact that he hadn't played in about 6 years. Hard to believe, playing that well. All right, we'll take a break. 40 minutes are done. Red Wings lead it 2-1. You're watching the 2025 Herder Memorial Trophy Championship Series from the Hodder Memorial Recreation Complex in Deer Lake here on AO.Live. Back in a few minutes, everybody. 2-1 Deer Lake Red Wings after 40 minutes of play. We get set for period number 3. This is game number 2 of the Herder Championship Series. Deer Lake won last night, as most people are well aware by now. 3-2 in triple overtime. What a game we had last night. Let's see what the rest of this one brings us. Just a 1-goal game. 20 minutes of regulation left to go. Goal scorers for Deer Lake. Stephen Gillard got things going in the first period, made it 1-0. In the second, Adam Daw tied it up for Clarenville. And then Cody Drover made it 2-1 late in the second. Start this period 4-on-4. We had a couple of late penalties, one to each team in that second period. Only 12 seconds apart. Robinson puts on the brakes at his own blue line. Tried to get it to Daw, but the pass was behind him. So it'll be an icing call. Puck dumped into the Red Wings' end. Reed in looking for it. Taken away by Drover. Drover for Marr. Marr couldn't get it in over the blue line. Robinson intercepted that, gets it quickly ahead to Reed. And the puck goes up and out of play. One minute exactly to go in the Deer Lake penalty, 48 seconds, or in the Clarenville penalty, 48 seconds to go in the Deer Lake penalty. As I mentioned, just 12 seconds in between the two. So barring any goals, any other penalties, be a very brief power play for Deer Lake. Sims behind his own net. Steven Sims to the boards. Get it ahead. Drover trying to get away. Drover tried to get it over to Marr. That was intercepted by Pender. Those two connected on the go-ahead goal. Evans in over the blue line. Evans snapshot stopped by Gillis. Another whistle. Number of whistles to start this third period. Normally when you're 4-on-4, a little more open ice, things open up a bit, but we've only played a minute 16 and we've had 4 whistles. Maine around behind his goal. McKay gets it to Day. He's forced back. Leonard in for checking. McKay trying to spin off the boards back into the corner. Red Wings can't get it out of their own end right now. Both penalties are over. 5-on-5. It's kept in. Oford backhand. That went right through the crease. Gillis only got a piece of it. Came out the other side. Caribous pressing. He still got it. Back at the point, Hedges, his shot hit somebody, hit Riley Main, I believe. Went straight up in the air, hit the ceiling.
Coleman, Northwest Forest Resources, Shears Building Supplies, Off the Hook, Langer, and Irving Big Stop.
You see the Caribous changing. From the face-off, it goes into the corner. Hutchings pokes it free, comes to the side of the net. Gillis has got it. We've got another whistle. Face off to the left of Brian Gillis. The shot goes in wide of the goal. Picked up on the near boards. Red Wings get it down the ice. Battling for it was Anderson. Got a weak backhand away. Stopped by Whiffen. Hutchings. He's in over the blue line. Long shot in wide of the goal. Gillis got the blocker on it anyway. Right to the side of the goal. It's in the crease. Gillis has it covered. So far, not much flow to this third period. Just 2:44 gone by so far here in the third. Scramble draw, taken by the Red Wings. Get it to center, shoot it in. Whiffen will come out to play it around the boards for Kevin Reed. Maher's on him right away. Maher for Gruchy. Gruchy pushed to the boards. Daw came up with it. Had it taken back by Gruchy. They go to the boards again. Daw knocks down Gruchy. Daw not a big guy, but strong on his skates. Drover going to the boards. Comes back to the point. That shot by Sims hit somebody in the back and went to the end boards. Reed looking for Earl. That missed, came right out in front. Gillis played it, but Caribou still have it. Shot off a stick, up and out of play. Puck is up against the boards. Comes towards the blue line. Pender has it. Pender with a shot. Off the stick of Hines and another whistle. Puck goes up into the ceiling. Leonard against Maher. Maher wins the face-off in behind the net. Main plays it off the boards, down the ice. Pender hustling back to get it. Will be icing. The linesmen quickly go over and tell the Red Wings you can't change. Well, Hines has to come back out. Tried to sneak onto the bench, as did Maher. They have to come back out. Riley Main has to go off. Leonard wins this one. Back to Pender. Pender shot stopped by Gillis. Chance for Olford. That may have got a piece of the outside of the post. Oh, Caribous right now, and Gillis somehow tracks that down on the deflections. Got it into Trapper. Now the Red Wings can change. They need some fresh legs out there badly. They were stuck in their own end for a couple of shifts. Anderson couldn't get it out. Keating in looking for it for the Caribous. It's still inside the blue line. Finally, it'll come out. Not very far and backhanded right back in by Evans. Finally, it'll come out. Red Wings get it, cleared down the ice, but it's going to be another icing call. Thomas didn't get to center. Very slow pace third period compared to the second for sure. Caribous are doing a great job of keeping the Red Wings pinned in their own end. Robinson off the boards. Red Wings get it out. No possession. Now they get a chance to move it. Langdon goes down. Fans want a penalty. Referee's arms stay down. Caribous bring it back in. Reed, a cross shot over the top of the net. Comes to the near boards. Kept in by Reed. He's got it behind the net. Kevin Reed. Back up top. Hedges. Down into the corner. Dahl. Under Robinson, back at the point. Hedges a shot, it's deflected, ends up in behind the net. Dahl looking for it. Finally, it's cleared out. Racing after it, Coffey can't get there. Hedges beats him to the puck. Drover trying to get away, gets it to Coffey. Coffey trying to pass it to Marr. That was broken up. Good defensive play by Robinson. Right out in front and hopped over the stick of Coffey. He was all alone in front of Whiffen. Couldn't make contact. Gillard off the glass. Stays in play. Hedges off the boards. Earl just chips it out. Daw trying to get away. He goes down. Marr turns. He's stopped. Tipped in. Maine. Riley Maine in behind the net, swinging away from Hedges, gets it out in front, can't get a shot on net. Robinson up for Semple. Sims gets there first. That'll go out of play. The faceoff will stay in the Deer Lake end. A couple of good chances there for the Red Wings after spending almost the entire first 6 minutes. 5.5, let's give it, in their own end here in the third. Gillard off the boards. Kept in. Big hit along the boards as Leonard got knocked down by Langdon. Puck bounces out in front. Langdon's got it. Off the boards, down the ice. Pender going back to pick it up. Pender. Right up through the middle. Good pass for Semple. Looking for Olford. A little bit beyond his reach. Semple following up on it. Still with it. Spinning off the boards. From a sharp angle, got a shot right on net. Gillis stops that. Deer Lake just hanging on right now. They spent most of this third period defending in their own end, with the exception of maybe one or two shifts. Is in the corner along the boards. Dominy across. It's back to Dominy. Can't get a shot in. Kept in by Gooby behind the net. Red Wings still just trying to get it out. They do, but for the third time, it'll be icing against the Red Wings. Red Wings with a chance to get it out. They don't. It's knocked down there by Michael Hines. He'll leave it. Back to Hines. Just gets it in over the blue line. Hedges to Earl. Drops it back to Robinson. Robinson with some room to go. He'll dump it in. That hit Lucas McKay. And it's cleared out. Hedges again across to Robinson. Fires it in. Gillis stops it behind the net for McKay. Again, the Red Wings cannot get it out of their own end. Still kept in by the Caribous. Now it'll come out. Hedges has got it. He'll send it deep once more. Again, Gillis stops it. It's a couple of times he's done that in the last shift. That's a big play for the goaltender. Stop that dump in. Get it to the defense so the forechecker can't get in quickly. That hit Gruchy up high. Out in the corner, Robinson comes away with it, gave it away to Maher. Maher turning, can't get a shot. Couple of chances for Coffey. And Whiffen comes up big. Coffey getting some shifts here in the third period. Has had a couple of good chances. A.J. Whiffen keeps it 2-1. Maine pushed to the boards by Leonard. 4 players in there. Maine goes down. A couple of times he gets knocked down by Leonard. Finally, Pender comes up with it. Plays it here to the near boards. Keating. Robinson closed on him. Maine working off the boards. Leaves it in the corner. Taken by Langdon. Langdon skates it back towards the blue line. Leaves it for Robinson. Robinson right on net. Whiffen didn't handle that cleanly. Looked down into his glove. Maine's got it again. Evans pushes him against the boards. Leonard knocked it out of the air. Semple has it, and Semple gets rid of it. Oak. So the Red Wings begin to settle it down just a little bit. There's a chance. Drover couldn't quite catch up to the bouncing puck. Gets it back to the point for McKay. McKay with a hard shot. Whiffen's got it. Caught it kind of awkwardly. He's reached behind him to catch it. But he has it. Kept it out. Past the halfway mark now here in period number 3. Face-off win for the Caribous. Lucas Gooby leaves it for Dominy. Passed a little too hard for Ofer, but Hutchings has it quickly ahead. Got it to Mason Reed. Behind the net, McKay has it. McKay turning. Goes the other side. Trying to get it to Gruchy. Tough sledding along the boards. Finally, it's cleared out. To an open wing, picked up there by McKay. It's it to Maher. Maher into the middle. Maher cutting in. Maher is hauled down. Fans wanted a penalty. Maher tried to sell it. Here's Reed coming the other way. Snapshot. Gillis got it. Bats it out of the air. Whoa. Up ahead. Things begin to open up after a slow start to this period. Robinson. Again to an open wing. Reed gets there first for the Caribous. Brings it back into his own end. Gets away from Thomas. Heads up the ice. Kevin Reed straight up through the middle. Pulls it back. Shot. That was blocked. Didn't get through. Comes out to center. Hedges with it. Thomas Hedges. Robinson sends it in right to Gillis. Gillis is going to cover it. It was a very slow start to this period, first 5 or 6 minutes. All the play down in the Red Wings end, but punctuated by multiple whistles. Things begin to open up a little bit now. 8:26 to go in the third. Robinson, Lucas Robinson, gets it down the ice for the Red Wings. Hedges backing up in his own end, off the boards. Taken by Leonard. Leonard in over the blue line. Leonard trying to split the defense. Leonard gets a shot away, stopped by Gillis. Great rush by Liam Leonard. And this is going to be yet another icing against the Red Wings. 8 minutes exactly to go, third period. Again, this series switches to Clarenville next weekend. Games 4 and 5, Friday and Saturday night. Game 5 Sunday, if necessary, Sunday afternoon. Shot in by Pender, goes over the top of the net. Kept it on the far side by Evans. Puck bouncing around in the corner, comes out in front. Unable to get the shot through was Hines. Gets past Pender. That pass almost picked off by Coffey. Comes to the boards. Mason Reed drops it. That came outside the blue line. Pender's got to back up. Picked off by Marr. And he lost it. Leonard stuck his foot out there. Still no call. Pender went down. Things start to get a little chippy. Pender with a slash on Drover. And that one was detected. You just had a feeling something was going to happen. A Red Wing tried to cut across the blue line earlier, and one of the Caribous players stuck out his leg, almost a knee on knee. Luckily, he missed. Well, that one, Pender with a clear chop on the leg of Cody Drover. It'll be a power play for the Red Wings. Big moment here in the game. Big pile up in the face-off circle. Robinson's got it, sends it the length of the ice. I'm saying cross-checking. Okay. Either way, 2 minutes. Hines to the other side. Nobody there. Maine gets there first, though. Beats Earl to the puck. And then Earl recovers, gets a stick on it. Goal here would be huge. Hines flips it in over the top of the net. Hedges. He gets tied up. Red Wings come away with it. That was Drover, who's back out on the ice. Reed, shorthanded, working against Gillard. Reed cuts in front. Kept out by Gillis and is put through the crease. Mason Reed throws it towards the goal. Shot by Evans. That went off of Gillard's stick wide. It comes out. Caribous doing a great job killing this penalty. Sims Takes it out from behind his net. Forced back by the Caribous. Adam Daw doing good work. Just 25 seconds left to go in this power play. Just over 5 minutes to go in regulation time. Marr gets free. Marr cutting in. Marr with a shot. Whiffen's got it. Hangs on.
Okay, folks, that's lucky ticket number for the stakes from Coleman's and the 2-4 of Labatt's product. Ticket number 313219446. Once again, that number 313219446. You can collect your prize at the bar. Thank you.
13 seconds to go in the power play. Puck goes into the corner. Michael Hines is on it. Hines has got it again. Hines back at the point. Robinson centers it. Robinson with a shot on goal. Blockered away by Whiffen. Thomas on it. Penalty is now over. That shot blocked. Rattles around off a couple of legs and comes out. Shot in. Whiffen out to play it. Hutchings. That's picked off by Thomas. Thomas will bring it back in. Avoids a hit. Hutchings into the corner. Up along the boards. He got it to Gooby. Gooby got it out. Gillard. Cross to Day. And it is dumped in. Langdon stole it. Tried to play it in front. That was intercepted. Gooby's got it. And puck comes back to Gooby. Gets by him down in the corner. Reed coming back to help out. Langdon almost stole it. Back of the point. Gillard with a hard shot. Rebound. Battered away by Whiffen. It's still bouncing around to the side of the goal. Whiffen got a stick on it again. Cleared it to the corner. Earl couldn't get out. Evans to Gooby. To Reed. Up through the middle. Daw. Shot. Hit the goal post. Came straight back out. Another great chance for the Caribous. It's the second goal post. They've hit a crossbar as well. Then the shot is blocked. In behind the net, looking for Hines. Puck didn't get to him. He's going to head to the bench. Here's Reed. Reed lifts it high. Down into the corner. Earl looking for it. Back at the point. Hedges doing great work holding it in. Caribous on it again. Goes into the corner. Back at the point. Robinson. Hedges a shot. That was blocked. Knocked down. Caribous, or Red Wings rather, cleared. Hedges to Robinson. Backhanded in. Gillis will stop it there. Leave it for Sims. Caribous are changing. That'll allow the Red Wings to get it out. Gruchy with a shot. That just missed. Kept in by Robinson. Back at the point. Robinson intercepted it. Got it to Mason Reed. Back to Robinson, and the two Robinsons collide. The two brothers. Lucas got the better of that one. Back at the point. Chance here for Pender with a shot. Is deflected. Stopped by Gillis. It's still loose. There's a chance. Oh my, just went wide. Keegan Hines looks like he had an empty net. Pender with a shot. That was blocked. That hit Michael Hines' stick, broke his stick, and cleared down the ice. No icing. Great hustle. That was Thomas. Kept the play going. Sims with it. Under 2 to play. White knuckle time here now, folks. Robinson dumps it in. Sims hard around the boards. Fans urging their team on. That will not be icing. Whiffen's got to come out to play it. Off the boards. Knocked down by Langdon. Then he gave it away. Here's Earl. Earl coming the other way. Earl in over the blue line. Backhand. Stopped by Gillis. Puck sits there. Taken by Langdon. Langdon will get it out. Net is empty. There it is. Empty net goal. just get the tail end of it. The puck going down the ice, right into the empty net. 1 minute, 15 seconds left to go. That is likely going to do it. Still time, but a huge empty net goal for the Red Wings. They take a 3-1 lead and look to take a 2-0 lead in the series, taking care of things at home. But in the meantime, we've still got 1 minute 15 left to play. Evans. He gave it away. So many chances for the Caribous in the last minute. They had an empty net, tried to put it in, just missed. They hit a goal post. And then the empty net goal by the Red Wings. Drew Langdon, the long range shot for the empty net goal. 30 seconds to go. Gillis out to play it. Okay, around the boards, and it's chipped out. Keating was heading for the bench. Almost a break for Gruchy. Leonard drops it. Leonard tried to play it back to the point, folks. That's going to do it. Only 5 seconds left. The fans rise. Another chance in front. Gillis with a huge save. Had the helmet knocked off as the buzzer goes. The game is over. Players mull around down there as right at the end, there's a scrum in front of the Deer Lake net. Gillis had the bucket knocked off as he made that last save just to put the punctuation mark on the end of this one. And the officials get everybody separated, and there you see the Red Wings celebrating. They take care of home ice. 3-2 last night in triple overtime. Another great game here tonight. 3-1, an empty net goal. It came down to the final couple of minutes. Someone asked me last night to bring out the old Ed Whalen phrase, former play-by-play guy with the Calgary Flames and Stampede Wrestling in Calgary. He would have called this one a ring-a-ding-dong dandy. Love quoting Ed Whalen. Late great. So that takes care of things in Deer Lake for this weekend. Next weekend we will be in Clarenville. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon if necessary. The Sunday afternoon game, make note of the start time. It's going to be a 4 o'clock start Sunday afternoon if necessary. But so much different from the last 2 years. Red Wings up 2-0. They say a series doesn't start till the home team loses. Well, we'll see. It's a great start for the Red Wings, and the fans piling out of the Hodder, and they are leaving after enjoying 2 great hockey games and 2 big wins by their team. I don't remember last time we had 2 back-to-back games quite like this over the years. All right, that's going to do it, folks. Going to pack things up and get out of here. Head back home and then get ready to go to Clarenville next weekend. For our cameraman, Mike Golding and Robert Golding, as we said, no relation, who was here last night. My name is George Scott. Folks, hopefully you can join us again next Friday night when this series resumes in Clarenville. Good night, everyone.